All right, guys, we are here in the borough of Brooklyn here right now, and we're just waiting a few minutes for the street cleaning time to expire because we don't want to give New York City any reasons for slapping us with another damn ticket. Guys, we are waiting. Customer is not here, but she said one of her, I think her son is here. We're at this Buderus boiler that's throwing off several error codes. That's about 15 years old, and we're gonna do an overall inspection of it. We're gonna get a great set of eyes on it. Mind you, the thing is 15 years old, so I told her, cost effectively, it's not really worth it to be investing. How much you want to invest in a 15-year-old machine that's never been serviced before. So we're going to take a look at it. She said she's not happy with the install. She said she doesn't know if the install was right, but thing's been powering for 15 years. I don't know, but it's throwing off several error codes. So let's put on a great performance on this one, and let's see if we can sell her like a new L.L.C mascot. That would be great. I'm super happy with the L.L.C mascot. They have a great technical support team out there, a great warranty program over at L.L.C, and I'm a certified tech with L.L.C. Been to their training facility out in Long Island area. Wow, look at these guys. They are painting the top of this building, the fascia of this building, blue. All the window trim around, blue. That's not blue tape, is it? No, that's actual freaking paint. That's pretty cool. I like that blue color. I don't know if it looks good on, with the red brick, but that's what they're doing. That's what they paid for. But they have a green door. They have a green door there. Hope they're painting that freaking door blue too. Guys, let's take a look at this 15-year-old Buderus, and let's see what we find. Here we go. Say hi. She lives here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
So I know that she said that the whole thing turned off. Okay. At one point. Look at the light here. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So go ahead, give me a little history of it. How long are you living here?
I don't live here. I've just I've worked for them for maybe 5 or 6 years. Christian's husband passed away about 2 months ago.
Okay.
And she's just a little nervous about this thing going off.
What thing going off?
The
boiler.
The boiler.
Going off, right. Okay.
I know it goes off from time to time, and when it does...
Do you know what that error code is? What she says it is? Do we know?
No, I just know that it starts blinking.
Uh-huh.
I think it's P.
Yeah, I have to look back in the messages. She sent me something. But you guys have enough hot water here, right? Took a nice hot shower this morning?
Yeah. No, it's been working.
Okay.
I think it was over the weekend that it stopped working.
Okay. You guys got a bunch of radiant floor heating here?
Yeah, it's all
throughout?
all radiant heating. The
Okay.
top floor has radiators.
What happened to this first floor?
Yeah.
What happened to it? It's disconnected? This pipe here? This first
I'm
floor.
not sure that it was ever connected.
Oh, no? Wow. Okay. So the main issue is that it's throwing off some error codes. Where's the nearest faucet down here?
Right here.
Let's see if we can duplicate that error code. Yeah, let's run some hot water. Thank you. Okay. And do you know where the venting is outside? Where those two white pipes are?
Yeah, you have to go up to the toilet floor, and then
Out to the roof,
No, it goes up and
back of the building.
down. Yeah.
Will we be able to get out there quick? Okay, can you just show me that? Did you take these pictures?
No.
Very nice. Oh, wow. Very nice. I like the red steps. Did you paint these steps? Take a look. I'm pretty sure it's one of those two. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, right off the bat, that's not good. Right off the bat, that's not good. That's your fresh air intake and that's your exhaust.
Yeah.
And they're too close together. So while one's exhausting, it's sucking in the exhaust. It's supposed to be sucking in fresh air, right?
Yeah.
So that's not good. All right, I'm gonna go back down. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like 3-inch. Let's see. So guys, most of these installs are most of the times done wrong. And it's usually installers' mistake. But yeah, that's it. 3-inch PVC. And you can see how close they are together right there. And if I was to show that to Baderis, they are not gonna like that. So I don't know what this is for. That might be for condensate on the exhaust. Yeah, that's what that is for. It's the neutralizer. But we're gonna try to emulate that error code, but that venting is definitely no good. But other than that, they have a indirect heater here with the casing split. Oh man, I don't know how I overlooked that before, but the thing is just freaking split. Superstore Ultra stainless steel. It's a monster. I don't know, 75, 80 gallon, probably an 80 gallon. Am I right? Yeah, 80 gallon. We're just trying to emulate or duplicate that issue, but we got our boiler feed. This is our primary loop right here. This is our internal circulator. Closely spaced T's. They're using their Baderis manifold here. Flush valves, which is cool. Grumpus power pump is circulating. So we got our supply, our return, back, spiral vent, expansion tank. That's good. Spiral vent. It goes. Where does she go? Where does she go? Feed this. And feed that and feed all of our zones. I don't know what this loop is for here. This has got to be for the indirect, I bet. The circulator's for the indirect, am I right? Let's see. Follow this line. Yep, that's the boiler indirect. Yep, she's running. And this is, wow. The circulator is for the domestic return. Yeah, the hot. Oh, man. I'm gonna take this cover off and see. At that venting, definitely no good. I got lower cutoff up there. All these zones are hot. Yeah. Well, we got one calling. But let's see. That venting is definitely no good. Yeah, they got a ton of hot water here. Ton of hot water. Yeah, so that venting, I'm gonna say, is no good. But right now I'm gonna take this cover off and see if we see any physical damage or anything leaking. But there is a lot of rust. A lot of rust in this cabinet. There's a ton of rust in this cabinet here. But damn. big setup, big system here. Big setup here. All right, let's take this cover off. And there's our serial number right there. And we're gonna see if this boiler is registered and get an exact date from Buderus. So let's do that. Here we go. All right, guys, we got the cover off and we have a monster of a heat exchanger. Monster of a, here it is. Guangdong, there it is, certified. There it is. We do have some rust and corrosion on this temp sensor right there. I'm just doing a quick overview. I do see some rust in this cabinet here. I don't see anything physically leaking. Has it ever been serviced? I think Christian said it's never been serviced.
You know, her husband always did the work on it, and
yeah, like, look at this seal here. What happened to this seal? This seal just came off, and these. See this seal?
yeah.
This rubber seal? Like, just came dislodged. Was anybody messing with this thing?
Nope.
There's a ton of rust over here. I know Christian said it's about 15 years old.
Yeah, they renovated 2005 or 2006. She was gonna send me the two codes, the diagnostic codes.
Yeah, I think she said it was a P06 or P206 or something like that. Bunch of rust on that bleeder valve right there. And look at all the rust on the clips here. Oh, yes. Is that open? Jesus. Is that open? Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think it was a P206, she said, or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for her to send it. I have to go back upstairs.
No problem. No problem. Let's put this fucking thing back on. Get him a new freaking boiler. Get this damn thing on here. Trying to do this with one hand. Let me put this clip back real quick, guys. Alrighty. P206, right?
No, just P06.
P06. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get Buderus on the phone. That's the manufacturer of this company.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not gonna like the venting outside when I tell them, when I show that to them. They're not gonna like that. There's gotta be the correct separation between the exhaust here and the fresh air intake. So this boiler sucks in fresh air from the outside for proper combustion, but it's sucking in the...
Like if we put elbows on those two pipes and...
Yeah, but I think I don't want to say that some of the damage was already done, because all of this rust and corrosion here that's where it's basically stemming from.
Yeah.
I don't know, this gasket, this seal here, I'm going to show them also.
Okay.
That is the heat exchanger. That is the heat exchanger. So I'm going to get them on the phone, and I tried duplicating the error code by running some hot water, but we didn't duplicate it yet. But I'm gonna get them on the phone, give them model number, see if it's registered, and see what they say about it. But yeah, there's a ton of rust in here, and I'm just doing this so I could show Christian. Should have brought this in earlier, but carbon monoxide detector handheld. We're just waiting to see what this customer wants to do with this boiler. We're actually waiting for Bosch to call us back, but you can see that the gasket that holds this heat exchanger intact, I don't know, came dislodged. You saw earlier that the venting was damn near touching each other. You can see a lot of corrosion on the internals of this. This has got to be supply or return. I want to say this is supply temp sensor. It looks like the inducer motor was changed. This looks fairly new. It does fairly new. Yeah, you see? Supplyhouse.com. Somebody changed the inducer motor. Oh, and they did change the gasket. They changed the gasket, but they definitely did not put it in right. Oh man, I don't know what they want to do here. I don't know what they want to do here. I don't know. Oh, there you go, Buderas. Old draft inducer. We're just waiting for them to call us back. And we want to see what this customer wants to do with this boiler. So, I'm not getting an error code now. Space heating temp. Domestic. And they should really raise this up to like 180. And then have a mixing valve in the end direct if they really want to get the highest efficiency out of it. That's what I would have done. 180 out of here, and then mixed it with a thermostatic mixing valve to get the most potential out of this indirect, but I don't see one. They just have boiler feed, return, domestic cold in, domestic hot out, and boiler feed and return on that side. So no mixer, but it is what it is. But look at this tank, man. This thing just split. Look at that. Crazy. But I'm just waiting for this boiler to fire up. Maybe I should jump one of those zones. We got one still calling. But I don't know. Think about replacement with this guy. Think about seriously replacement on this. 3-inch venting. There's power. Just want to see what the electric. With the electric here. Goes to there. What is this? This is power. Power for the circulator. This is they're using like that seal tight stuff. It is what it is. Alright, let's wait for Box to call us back and see. But I would love to replace this for them. Would love to. And we'll see what happens. Oh, kind enough to leave us some gaskets. I don't know what for. I think maybe the inducer motor. I think this gasket is for right here. Right there. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what they say. Alright, so that's why they have this condensate here. Because this is definitely back pitched. That's definitely back pitched. You can see that piece right there, out of that Street 45, right there is back pitched. So I'm guessing they're getting all the condensate from here, going down. I don't know, but it's definitely back pitched. Wow, that's wild. That's wild. But it is what it is. You get what you pay for. Yeah, that's definitely back pitched. Well, pitching the wrong way. It's supposed to be going that way, and it's going that way. So it's back pitched the wrong way. Definitely. Wow, that's wild. Oh, you see? And they have another one right here. They drilled another one and tapped it because they were probably getting an error code. I don't know what it is on the Buderas, but probably an error code for the condensate backing up. So they put another port here that drains right into there. Oh man, you can see the whole thing is back pitched. Alright, inducer's coming on. She's starting up now. Let's see, we're gonna leave this guy here. We're gonna see if there's any combustion gases leaking out here. I don't know where my sight glass is. Where the hell's my sight glass? Oh, right there. There's my sight glass right there. My sight mirror. And we have ignition. You guys can see that? We have ignition. Nice blue flame. We want to see if there's any combustion that's coming out here. And look what they did with the condensate, man. The exhaust. It's just crazy. Crazy. Alright, let's see what they want to do. Let's see what they want to do. She's out. Negative pressure gas valve. Let's see. I would love to rip this out. Love to. That would make for some great content. Now let's see what they want to do. Alright guys, so after digging in the truck, I do have the Badaris manual for the GB142s for the Logamax residential condensing boilers. And we're just gonna go and look at the error codes that it's giving us here. 206, system pressure too low. We were getting a 207 code, and we were getting something else. But it tells you how to dismantle the heat exchanger. You see that gasket right here. That gasket right here. And it's getting hot too. It's getting hot too. There's definitely some heat coming off of this thing. Yeah, that's where it is, right there. She's leaking. She's leaking carbon monoxide right there. That's what it is. Look at that. That's an alarm right there. That's sealed right there. That's exactly what it is. That's sealed right there. Alright, I don't know what they want to do here, but... Hey, Chris? Yeah, you know, whoever put this motor, this draft inducer,
Yeah.
you know, this is a carbon monoxide detector here.
Yeah.
And it's reading 14 parts per million, and you can feel the immense heat coming out of that. I knew that was no good once I saw that gasket there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Christian wants to get somebody back here, whoever did this, but
No,
you're
no.
leaking carbon monoxide inside the cabinet,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say that's throwing off the error code, but that's lessening the lifespan of the, and you're breathing in carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
You're breathing in carbon monoxide. Do you have a carbon monoxide detector in here?
No. There's one on the list.
Well, that's what it is, and that is not good. So I'm shutting it down because that's really not good. I don't know if she wants to call whoever did this inducer motor.
I know that Marco did that.
Who's Marco?
Her husband.
Well, get him back here
And
and...
he passed away.
Oh,
That's
sorry
why
to hear that.
he used to fix this himself.
Oh, okay.
I think at one point.
Well, that's not good there. So I got to call her and see what she wants to do. But I'm just taking this so I could show her,
Yeah.
you know? So hold on a second, Chuck. So, yeah, because they're telling me that every time they look in that cabinet, that gasket is popping out. So if they install that gasket, and that gasket's reusable, correct? It's just made of silicone?
Yeah, it's designed to be reusable. That doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be. Because if they said if it was installed incorrectly, you're getting a lot of gas flow by good damage.
Right. So that thing constantly popping out is just, I want to say, human error of putting that gasket in upside down, possibly.
Possibly. Obviously, I'm speculating.
Right. Okay. Because they're telling me it pops out. So that's besides the point. I mean, yeah, the thing is leaking combustion gases and, due to the age of it. But let's just go over those error codes that it's throwing out. I know the P06 is low pressure, I believe.
Yeah, so that's what so there's a pressure sensor on the right-hand side towards the rear. It's initially, when the vintage of this boiler, it was a red cylinder. If it hasn't been replaced, it would still be red, obviously, but the newer ones are a black cylinder, slightly different design, has a larger opening because debris was getting hung up.
Okay.
But that's what the boiler is sensing for pressure. Doesn't mean that's what the pressure is. That's what the sensor is telling the control it has.
Okay, there's a ton of corrosion on that.
Yeah, so it could be reading falsely.
Okay.
If it's really corroded.
Okay.
In the H7,
Yeah.
the H7, what the H7 means is that it's seen a pressure below 12 psi or lower, anything below 13 psi.
Right.
It's down firing the boiler based on the pressure, so it doesn't flash over to steam internally.
Internally, okay. Okay.
So those definitely related.
Definitely related. Yeah, and this boiler's never been serviced. No sensors were ever changed. No supply temp sensors were ever changed. Nothing was ever changed. The corrosion just built up in this thing. And mind you, Chuck, the venting outside, the separation is basically the flue, the exhaust, and the fresh air intake are basically touching each other. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep
the
it.
earliest call we have on,
Yeah.
The earliest call we have on this is from December of 2013.
Okay. 10 years ago.
The homeowner called. Yeah, the homeowner called in looking for a service tech,
Okay.
and they gave him a couple names. And then April of 2014,
Right.
it just won't start. Very generic. Again, was the homeowner. And then in 15, they had a 6A, which is a combustion issue.
Right.
And believe it or not, gaskets are leaking on the heat exchanger. We'll replace and retest.
Yeah. And I just showed up today, and mind you, I'm the first plumber that they had there in a while. No one really wants to help them. I showed up, and the gasket was completely off. You know, it definitely fell out of that plate. And you know, Chuck, I just want to mention something else. I don't know if you record this, but I'm sure you're taking notes. But the exhaust is so back pitched. I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, they couldn't get a plumber in there to help them. I was the first one that came before, you know, the homeowner used to do all of his DIY, but I highly don't recommend them to do it anymore. But the exhaust on the install was so back pitched, not going back towards the boiler, but back pitched the other way where the condensate was sitting in, you know, some of the 45-degree elbows and whatnot, and they had to drill some taps in the venting to drain that condensate. It was just a poor install.
We see a lot. Sadly, we see a lot. I've been working in the modulating condensing world since 2003.
Right.
And I've been working on the manufacturing side. I used to be a contractor, but I've been on the manufacturing side for 20 years now.
Right.
From 3 different manufacturers, and the stuff I've seen is just a tragedy. It's always the equipment's fault. When 90% of the time, it's not to say there haven't been equipment issues. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But so many times it's installation.
Absolutely. Yeah, and this was just a piss poor installation, man. I can't blame it on the machine. You know, Bosch, you guys make great products, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool though, that silicone gasket though, that is reusable. That is I don't see them on many manufacturers like that.
Yeah, it's designed, like I said, the design is to be reusable. Sometimes it is, most times it is, sometimes you have to replace it.
Right. So Chuck, what's that
It depends how the unit's been treated.
Right. What's that silicone gasket rated for? What temperature? I mean, obviously over 200 degrees.
Yeah, I mean, I would think even hotter than that, because the water temp can get up close to 200, but the fire temp is going to be significantly higher.
Right.
I've never asked, to be honest with you.
Right. I'm just curious.
Never asked.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some homework on that. Wow.
Let me just take, because I have a parts list here, and they show some of my parts list on. It's an internal Excel sheet, and it links to some of them. They link to photographs, and I think one of my gaskets links say, because sometimes it'll say on the package, it might say it in Celsius,
Right.
but it might say it on the package, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Burner seal. Let's see what it says anything on the package. And of course, it's upside down showing it, so I can't really tell.
Yeah. Oh man, just
I mean,
me.
it's a picture of the not
Yeah.
a picture of the, not a picture of the label, but
Yeah. Just they make your job that much harder over there, huh? Damn it.
yeah, but hey, you know what? It's on overall in the grand scheme of things. I don't work nights or weekends, and I don't
Good
take
for you.
calls, so
Yeah. Good for you. Nice. Chuck, one last question. I hope you're gonna take a nice lunch after this. But Chuck, what's the size of this boiler? I can't get a rating tag or a rating plate on this thing. What size? This thing is a monster.
I have two different things listed.
Okay.
I have a GB 14260 listed as one, and then the other list shows, and I'm sure they just grabbed the information from the previous record, shows a GB 14224. But if you're saying it's a monster, and I think you said it had 6 clips across the top, that's usually the 60, which would be about a 205,000 input.
205 input. Yeah, this thing is pretty big, man.
Yeah.
205 input. Okay. Alrighty. So you know what? If I go with like a 199, I think we should be okay. I don't think we'll be cutting it that short.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 204,720 BTU. I mean, the thing of it is, I mean, you could probably go with something small, even smaller than that.
Right.
I mean, my parents had a 25 on the old house, and
Right.
about 600 on the new.
Right.
They had roughly 3,500 square feet on Cape Cod, and when I did the heat loss, it came out to like 80,000.
Oh wow. Okay. What'd you put in there? Did you put like a Bosch Green Star or something?
No, I put a G115 oil with a yellow burner.
Oh, okay. Oil up there, Cape Cod. Yeah, I should have known that. Very nice.
Yeah, little oil.
Very nice. Little oil. Wow. How's the price of oil today?
I haven't looked at it in a long time. They sold the house a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Dad passed away. Mom moved up with my sister, and
Okay.
so haven't been there.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't looked at oil prices in a long time.
Okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't bring back any bad memories. You know, only good memories with family. But sorry about your dad, and thanks for taking my call today, man. Honestly, yeah, you seem to know what you're doing over there.
All right, Mike, and if you have any more questions, let us know. We'll help you out however we can.
Chuck, I appreciate you. I really do, man. You have a great day and Happy New Year, okay?
You too.
Stay safe, brother.
Nice talking with you.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys, there you have it. There you have it. That silicone-based seal on that heat exchanger is reusable. And if that thing is installed backwards or upside down, it's going to keep popping out. So, big thumbs down to the installer and big thumbs down to the, I'm not here to point fingers, but I don't know, the homeowner, whoever took it upon themselves to do this DIY project of changing that inducer motor. Yeah, you got the inducer motor in, but the freaking heat exchanger is leaking carbon monoxide, is leaking combustible gases. I mean, how do you not see that? The gasket is hanging off the freaking plate. Jesus. Guys, we're going to give her a price to replace that. We definitely got the okay to do it. So we got to make some changes with the venting outside, some of the venting inside the boiler room that's back pitched. I told her all the controls are staying. We're just changing that one circulator pump that feeds that hydronic loop for that indirect heater. We're going to be changing the expansion tank. We're going to give her a new Spyro vent. And that's pretty much it, guys. I think I'm going to go with a Lars with the 1.5-inch manifold. And that's it. That's it. So, another happy customer for now. Big thumbs up to you for letting me come into your home and giving you my personal opinion. If you decide to use us, thumbs up to you. If not, not a problem. I'm still single. Guys, but I'm pretty sure we secured this one. And stay tuned. I don't want to say this week, but next week when we do the install. Guys, hit that like button. If you're on Facebook, hit that little heart emoji if you're on Instagram. And hit that thumbs up button if you're on YouTube. Guys, stay safe. And let's do yours next, baby.